How you doing, everybody? My name is Shannon Riley. I am owner and founder of Dream Sports Group. What I want to talk to you today about is our Exposure Accelerator, the Dream 10X plan. My goal is for every athlete that comes through our program to build exposure and college connections. Over the time that I've been creating this company, I've seen the steps that are required for athletes to be able to connect with college programs. That's our goal. We're not just about hype and all the other things that come with some of these other programs. Our goal is genuine college connections so you guys can move on to the next level and play the game that you love and earn your degree. So on the screen, you can see our accelerator program. There's 9 steps. We have the discovery phase that has 3 steps in that, detailed fact find, a strategy session, just so we're on the same page as far as outreach and everything. And then we develop the full plan. That's the discovery phase. Then we go up to program research to make sure that we have every program identified that best fits your needs as far as athletic and academics. And then we go into skill development with our camp series. You have unlimited camps for a whole year to be able to be seen, skill development and more. Action steps. We're going to give you action steps to take throughout your journey so you make sure that you are doing the right things to make those connections. But then when you go up to exposure, that's when we really kick it in full time. All right. We're going to do a national marketing effort for you. We're going to share your information out to every college in the country, Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, and JUCO over and over and over for a full year. And then, as we said, a recruiting share. I'm gonna write personal recommendations for you. All right. I'm gonna write to each college coordinator and positional coach. All right. It's going to be a blurb about you, how you can positively affect their program in the right way. And then we'll make sure that we talk together as a family over Zoom, keep altering that game plan that we have, change up schools, and just make sure that you're seen and evaluated. And then at the end, scholarship evaluation. That's what it's all about. All right. If they don't know you, you won't be recruited. All right. I talk to so many athletes all over the country. I go to signing days. I see 1 or 2, maybe 3 kids at the table, but then you see a lot of seniors up in the stands. And when I talk to those seniors and I say, why aren't you at the table? They say, I didn't do enough in recruiting. I didn't know enough people. I didn't send my information out. I didn't go to enough camps. I didn't do big exposure events. There's a lot of obstacles that they say. All right. But our plan covers everything from the strategy session to the research, to the action steps, to skill development, big stage games, everything we do to make sure that you're known. It doesn't matter your 5th grade or you're going into your senior year. If you do our Exposure Accelerator program, you will be known. All right. Now, can we guarantee a scholarship? We can't. I don't work for the schools. I'm not the AD. I'm not the positional coach. I'm not the head coach. I'm not the recruiting coordinator. But I know by doing this system, we can make sure that your information gets in the proper hands for evaluation. All right. So a little bit about myself. I played Division I football at Villanova University in Pennsylvania. I was a 3-year starter at strong safety. When I was there, we're the number 1 team in the nation. All right. It was a blessing to be able to go to Villanova, play at a high level, earn my degree. That's what I wanted. That's what my goal was from when I was a little kid. How can I go big time football, earn a degree, and then continue playing the game that I love? Now, I ended up hurting my knee. All right. I blew my knee out summertime, right before my senior year. I had surgeries, tried to get back. I played a little bit my senior year, but I had to end up calling it a career. But because I had my education, I fell back on that. All right. That's what we want for you guys. If you can go to the next level and get to the NFL, hey, that's great. Icing on the cake. If not, like I said, it's a blessing to get to any level, Division I, Division II, Division III. It doesn't matter. Get your degree, play the game that you love, save thousands and thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars in education. That's what you want. And that's what your family wants for you as a player. All right. Now, the reason why I started this company is because it almost didn't happen for me. All right. I'm from Delaware, small state, 3 counties. All right. There's no big cities. They're all small towns for the most part. My biggest obstacle was my zip code. All right. I'm from a small state. Colleges will come in and say, well, we don't know if you're a great player or the players that you're going against are not that good. So they put me on the back burner. They said, we can go into New Jersey, Pennsylvania, We can go into Maryland, DC. We can find kids from the surrounding states rather than coming to Delaware. And then, a few schools reached out to me, but there was no serious communication there because they couldn't evaluate me properly. And then my coach, he was a busy person. He didn't have enough time to help every single player find all their 50 schools that they want and send recommendations. I don't blame him, but got limited help from my coach. We weren't a 10-0 program year after year after year. So, we didn't have college coaches in our building every single day. And then I was told this biggest myth of all: if you're good, they'll find you. All right. There's a lot of great players all over the country that do not get scholarships. Trust me. I was one of them that was on the outside looking in. Finally, I had a little bit of help, someone advocating for me, calling colleges, writing them and say, here's a kid that you really need to take a double look at. He can help you, win some games. And then finally, they started to look at me. And then once I got my first offer, it started to snowball. But then I realized that advocate was huge. That's what I'm going to be for any athlete that joins this program. Personally, I'm going to work with the family. And those recommendations that I talked about that I'm going to be sending out, that's going to be huge in your journey. All right. If a parent writes a coach and says, hey, my son is great, check him out, they're going to say, hey, it's just another parent hyping up their kids, saying that they're the greatest thing ever. But when our company does it, and me personally doing it as the owner of the company, is really going to have a lot of weight. So that's what we want. All right. I want you to be successful. And like I said, we have a 9-step process to make sure that you can be successful in your journey. All right. Now, the dream begins. Why exposure matters more than ever. All right. In this day and age, transfer portal, I'm sure you guys have heard about that. There's a lot of transfers every single year. All right. If I'm a college coach and I'm trying to win now and keep my job, all right, do I want to go in and find an unproven high school player, or do I want to transfer from Georgia or Oregon or Ohio State to help me win? All right. That is taking up a lot of spots from high school players that are trying to go through the process and being recruited. Now they're being put on the back burner from the transfer portal. All right. And then, like I said, if you're not known, they're never going to recruit you in the first place. So the key is that exposure. All right. You have to be able to do that. All right. You have to be more than just a good player. They have to know you. It's all about marketing. We do that. That's our expertise. We're going to make sure that every school in the country has your information, can get into your database, and then the recruiting process starts from there. As you can see, here's a few examples. And we have hundreds, thousands of players who've gone through our program that have gone Division I, Division II, NEIA, full rides, partial scholarships. Even if they get Division III or JUCO, they're just continuing their career and can move on from there. That's what it's about. But Alabama here, University of Texas, University of Miami, Southern Miss, that's just to name a few of the programs that players that have come through our games have received scholarships to or committed to and gone on to the next level. So if they can do it, you can do it as well. All right, now, as I talked about the fact find, all right, one of the first things we're going to sit down and talk about your journey. All right, we need to know everything about you. We need to make sure that we have it all mapped out, what you do well on the field, what kind of colleges that you're looking to attend, big, small. Do you want to go far away, stay close to home? This is all going to help us shape the plan of action to be able to reach out. Now, if your ceiling is just say a Division II player, will we reach out to some Division I's to make sure we're good? Yes. If we can achieve a little higher than your projection, we're going to do that. But you got to realize our game plan is to find the best fit. All right. If you're a Division II and that's your ceiling, it's going to be hard to look at Ohio State and say, hey, recruit this kid. All right. We have to make sure that we find that right fit. And we're going to do that. We're going to take time. We're going to sit down for our first fact find strategy session, spend an hour or more really discussing and breaking it down. And then as we go through the journey, we'll have a monthly call, checking in, make sure we're on the same page, adjusting our strategies and more. But the big thing is discovering everything about you. The discovery process is huge in this journey, and we're going to make sure we do it right. All right, now, building your recruiting resume. All right, I know there's profiles, NCSA, and some other programs, and they can be very supportive. We're more than just a recruiting service. All right. I don't even like that term, recruiting service. All right. We're here to mentor you. We're here to push you, to back you, advocate for you, do everything that's possible to push you to that next level. All right. One of the things we do different than other programs, we don't just have a profile. All right. We create a website for you. All right. A full detailed website that has all your information. This is my son's information here. All right. This is just a piece of it. We have his videos playing. We have a highlight link. We have his stats. We have articles that are written. We have everything you can, scouting reports, all the information, pictures. We want to make sure that when he's recruited, colleges really can check him out and make sure that they know everything about him. All right, that's what we're going to do for you. We're going to create a custom website just for you. It's not a profile. It is a personal recruiting webpage. All right, it's going to have your highlight videos and more, and we're going to share that out and make sure that these colleges see you and other media outlets. All right, that's huge as well. All right, we want to get you in front of as many eyes as possible. If there's other outlets that can see you, start writing articles and doing more for you, the more the better. All right, marketing. All right, we want to make sure that we market you. All right, as I mentioned, we got to get your name, your film, your star rating, all your information, height, weight, what school you attend, parent contact information, your contact information. We're going to get that to every school in the country. Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, NAI, and JUCO. All right, if you're part of this program, we're going to get you in the databases. All right, we have our own database where colleges ask us, but we don't want to wait for them to ask us. We're going to be proactive. So every quarter, we send your information out. All right, Division 1 month. Division 2, NAIA schools, the partial scholarships the next month, and then we do Division 3 and JUCO the third month, and then we start over. We're going to do this for a full year to make sure we build that foundation, make sure you get into their database. We want camp invites. All right, we want correspondence coming to you. We want evaluations, and we want scholarships. That's what it's all about. That's why we do the marketing, and then we'll give you steps to do for marketing as well outside of what we do because we're working together. All right, this is not just a recruiting service where you sit back, kick your feet up, and you hope we do everything and it all works out. All right, you're the one being recruited, so we're going to make sure that you're doing the same things and more than what we're doing, and then we're working as a team to get this thing done. All right, exposure strategy, events that move the needle. All right, we have Recruit Nation. Many of you have gone to our Recruit Nation camps. We hold camps all over the country in all sports. We have our All-American games, all right, our big stage games at AT&T Stadium. We use the Superdome, SoFi Stadium out in Los Angeles, Lucas Oil. We want big platform events. So unlimited Recruit Nation showcases for a year. That's your chance to get out and be seen. All right, learn a lot of things from these coaches and being evaluated. You also get one game in a calendar year. All right, so if you sign up for our accelerator program, part of that, you get a game. So you can play in our big platform game, the Dream Football Classic, our All-American game, be able to shine, showcase your abilities, get quality film, and be able to use that to help yourself. Now, for me, I needed a chance just to prove that I could play. If I had a chance to go to camps all over the country and then play in a huge game, that would have helped me in my journey coming from Delaware. Many of the people I talk to, hey, I'm small town Mississippi, or I'm small town Illinois, or whatever. Even if you're in a big city, all right, you're one of many. It's hard to be seen. Come into our events. That's the way you showcase your abilities. We write exposure pieces. We interview. We get the film out there. It can only help you in your journey. That's what it's all about. All right, mentorship and recruiting guidance. As I mentioned, we're not just a basic recruiting service. All right, we're here to work with you with our Dream 10X plan. So you're not alone. All right. This is not just a site where you type in some information and search and do things by yourself. All right. We're going to work with you every step of the way for a year. All right. So we'll have calls set up. All right. We'll have Zoom calls as well. And we'll just give you action steps and we'll review those action steps and then we'll review what we did. And then we'll all come to a consensus and just keep working. That's what it's all about, power of mentorship and recruiting. I'll be that advocate for you. I'll be helping guide you through the process for anybody who is young or first time through the journey. That's what it's all about. I'll be the one to be able to assist you. And I have teammates as well that will be getting your information out. The mentorship will be big in this journey. All right. And then branding. All right. It's all about personal brand these days. All right. If you know the NIL, brand ambassadors and everything else, that's huge. This is part of our program. All right. If you sign up for the accelerator, we will send gear your way so you can wear that. You can be a brand ambassador and help share out information about our events. You will get paid commission for anybody who signs up off of your links as you share that out there. And then everybody who does a great job. All right. A lot of people are clicking on your links. A lot of people registering. You're showing the power of your brand, of how you keep building it out locally, regionally, and nationally. All right. NIL is huge. All right. We want people that are proven that they can sell products. If you work with us and people are signing up for games under your link, camps under your link, and more, all right, if you have a good, powerful portfolio, NIL deals are possible with us moving forward. So branding is huge, and we're going to teach you guys how you can market yourselves. All right. Build your audience, share your story, all right, and create value. That's what it's all about. And we're going to help you during that process. All right. And the big thing is, all right, success stories. All right. You're going to be a success story if you get into our program. All right. We're going to share your information out, and we're going to get into the right hands. We're going to do everything in our power to help you succeed, from the unlimited camps for a year to be playing in one of our games, the information shares, the personal recommendations, and more. We are going to make you a success. Like I said, we can't guarantee full ride. Can't guarantee you going to Alabama or, Texas or Oregon. No guarantees there. And I'll never do that. All right. But like I said, we're going to get you set up the right way. Your foundation is going to be there. 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, or if you're 9th grade in high school, you need that push. All right. Because you have to start being real with yourself. All right. A lot of athletes I talk to say, hey, I'm a Division I prospect. And then the next question is, well, how many Division I scholarships do you have? All right. And then a lot of, the families will say, I don't have any. So there's a disconnect there. We can be the bridge. If you're really a Division I talent and you have no offers, all right, there's a divide there. You have to make a lot of effort, to make sure that you can bridge that gap. And that's what we are. We're the bridge. All right. If you're a Division I talent, Division II, doesn't matter. Let us help you in your journey with the Legacy program, with our accelerator. All right. We're going to help you make the success and make those connections. All right. And this is what it's all about. We have thousands and thousands of success stories, players that played in our games, come to our camps that we helped in recruiting, a lot of success stories. And I can show you over and over and over people who played in our game, similar to you. All right. Starting out saying, it might be early. Should I start now? What should I do? What steps should I take? Hey, let us work with you. Come in. We will help guide you. We'll get you in the right platforms. We'll share your information out, and good things will come. And as mentioned, these kids started young. All right. Some of these pictures I show you, they're they're underclassmen in high school. Some are middle school players, but starting the journey early before it's too late. Waiting to junior years, too late. Waiting to senior years, too late. Even sophomore year now. If you're just starting the process sophomore year, those colleges have identified a lot of players, and they're already starting to have their recruiting board set. All right, especially with that transfer portal that I mentioned. So you have to make sure that you are getting your information out there early and building that foundation. As I mentioned, a lot of players, a lot of success. We want you to be one of them. So if you want to be a part of our journey, all right, and have me personally assist you in our program, help you out in every single way, all right, you see the website here, www.dreamsportsgroup.net/legacy. All right, dreamsportsgroup.net/legacy. That's where you can go in, all right, see the information and get signed up. We're going to make sure that we help you out in your journey. All right, so here's the website and what it will look like for you. All right, as I mentioned, we do more than just a profile. All right, we're going to make sure that it's a true web page that's going to showcase everything about you. All right, so this is my son here playing basketball. We have his video on there so you can see some of his highlights as soon as you get on the film. He's only 5th grade. All right, we're not waiting. All right, we're doing it early so you can see his abilities and what he can do. All right, he averaged over 20 points a game, all right, on the regional travel ball circuit. All right, and it's just going to continue to build from there as he continues skill development and everything else that we talked about. As you go down, highlight links, click on it, see all of his games. We'll have the same thing for you. All right, the news, we're going to write articles, and as you get other articles from other platforms, it'll be there. Any endorsements, you become a brand ambassador or anything else that comes up, all right, you'll be able to have that link connected so all these programs can see what you have going on. All right, we'll also have a little blurb about you, all right, a picture, and a breakdown of what you can do on the field or on the court. That's going to be huge for people to read more about you and get to know you. All right. And then you can see we have the stats here and height, weight, what position, where they're from, everything like that. So you can see putting in the work. Here's a scouting report, a little bit of background about history of Christian. Same thing for you. Once we create your website. All right. And then once again, more videos here that you can see. All right, we'll make sure that we give all the videos, everything that you give us, we'll make sure we get it onto this site that we create from you just to continue to build exposure. If you have any YouTube links, Instagram, Twitter, we'll make sure we connect those and get that on there as well. And then we'll just have a thank you. Anybody who supports you, you just want to thank them throughout the journey. All right, so that's what we're going to do for you. So just wanted to show you a little bit about the webpage and what that will look like for you guys, as we do it for you guys. So I'm serious about this. Don't wait. All right. Don't wait. Build the foundation now. We're here to help you. dreamsportsgroup.net/legacy. All right. I look forward to working with you. If you have any questions, please email me info@dreamsportsgroup.net. I can answer any question that you have and get you locked in. All right. Excited for you. Let's build together. Thank you.